Hey everybody, I'm Mary, your librarian, and here for another episode of Drop and Give Me 20 Minutes. Today we're talking about networking. Now, this is one that we kind of build on last week's from about communication, but people say to me, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to be some phony person. I don't know anybody. Don't worry about it. I have tips, I have tricks, I have ideas for you because I'm just going to tell you, this is how you get a job. Apply for jobs, whatever, that's great. But you get jobs because you know people. You get jobs because you know somebody who knows somebody. That's how you get jobs. That's how you get promoted. That's how you find your next job. Everything is so much easier if you start building your professional network. Again, I'm going to suggest, because I do in every video, work with the people over in the Northway building. They're that way from me. Lisa Moore, who's in the Career Services Department, other instructors that you have who are going to be good at finding information and ideas about helping you to find your good job. Talk with them, get some ideas from them. And guess what? Now they're part of your network. See how easy that was? We've got this. Let me share my screen here. Let's look at some resources. As I always do, these resources will all be linked down below wherever we are in YouTube. Look down there and you can see the links to this stuff. We don't have a lot to look at today because this stuff it's pretty obvious and everybody kind of says the same thing over and over again. This is 6 networking tips for students and new graduates. That's you. You're a student or about to be a new graduate. Congratulations. I like these tips because they talk about, I like the cultivate a confident mindset. Nobody wants to hire the person who kind of stands off to the side in the corner, is like, I don't know, I can't do anything. Come on. You have been to SCTCC. You have skills. Get out there and share them. That's your confident mindset. Likewise, don't walk in thinking, well, today's my first day and I am ready to take on all the people who've worked here for 10 and 20 years. It doesn't matter how much education you just got. People have been at that job for a long time. They know a lot more than you do. So be respectful, but be confident that you can do what needs to be done. I've mentioned your social media presence several times. You will be Googled. Maybe have a look at that. Does your social media convey, I like to have a good time. I'm comfortable with nudity. Strong drugs are my friend. I support your choices for you. Make them however you want to. But know that choices like that are going to make it hard to get a job. Also, choices like every TikTok you make, every video, every tweet that you put out, every Facebook post that you post, if everything is, I hate all this, I hate that, I hate that, everything is terrible, the world is a dumpster fire, I hate my job, I hate my school, I hate my classes, just know, yeah, that's also not going to get you hired anywhere. No one wants to be around a crabby complainer. There's enough crabby complainers already going on. So that also is going to be a problem. If you're applying for jobs, either make it look really nice or turn everything to private so nobody can see it. Or just delete your social media. That's a different discussion. But I've never regretted my deleting my social media. Who are your existing relationships? So again, when you're new, it can be hard. You're looking at jobs and you're like, I'm just graduating. And the job says they want someone with experience, but I can't get experience till I get a job, but I can't get a job till I have experience. And it seems so confusing. Your existing relationships are here, here. Who's your instructor? Are you in the automotive program? Awesome. Tommy is your one of your professional networks. So he's one of your connections. He's in the network. Talk to some of your other instructors. That's who you're going to be using as like your references. Your friends are lovely, but your friends are not your professional references. Be thinking, who's going to be my professional reference? But not just them. You I'm waving my hand at all these people going to school here. There are over 4,000 of you going to school here. Those 4,000 people, you're probably all basically in the central Minnesota area. And most of you are going to stay right here in the central Minnesota area. Awesome. It's lovely here. See how those people are going to be part of your network. It's going to be really convenient if, somebody graduates a year ahead of you and they're at the place where you want to work and you apply and your resume says SETCC. The person hiring may, look over at that person who's been working on the job for a year and say, "Oh, hey, do you know Mary from SETCC?" And if they say, "I never heard of her. Who is this chick?" Not as helpful as if when they say, "Do you know Mary?" The person says, "Oh, yeah, I do. She was in a couple of classes with me. We were in DECA together. We were in the science group together. We were in whatever. We did a volunteer program together. She was great. She did a lot of work. She helped me with some of my assignments. I really liked Mary. Guess what? I'm getting hired." So when you're here, be thinking all these people who are in class with you, whether you're sitting there in person or whether you're going online, those people could be part of your professional network. So this is going to sound just radical. Talk to them. Strike up conversations in English class. You're sitting waiting for a computer class to start. Say, "Hey, I'm Mary. How you doing? That assignment last night was really tough, wasn't it? I think I got it, but did you get B for the second answer?" Something like that. Or, "Hey, I went out last weekend and did this fun thing. Have you done this fun thing? What fun thing do you like?" Again, I'm just going to reference our last video. We talked about effective communication. Now build. Your professional network is not some like fake, weird networking is like hard. How would I even do it? It's the people you talk to and the people maybe you should be talking to. So get out there, chat with some people online and in person. That's leveraging your existing relationships. Also, different resources. Now, I'm talking about SETCC because here you are. But, you know, do you do like an after work, after school sports league? Do you have bowling? I'm trying to think of something you might be doing that could be fun. Do you go to the Y? It's right across the street from us. Do you go to any kind of religious services? Do you work with like a parents group and all your kids go to the same class and you hang with the parents? Awesome. These people could also be part of your professional network. When you start applying for jobs, tell everyone that you're looking for a job. Everyone. Because the more people who know, the more people will be ready to help you. People want to help you. Let them. Categorize them. Yeah, I don't, sure. I mean, I know that, my kids' parents, friends, kids' friends, parents, whatever. Got that. I know who they are as opposed to people I work with or whatever, and it matters. I know who they are. I don't need to write it down, but maybe you do. Networking, it's nice to do it in person. Now they do say in online, it's fine. It is good to ask people things in person when you have the opportunity, but a lot of you are going to school online. You may only know people here online. That's fine too. We're an exciting online world. Make friends however you can. You don't have to be very best friends. Get to know some people's names, have them know your name, and there you go. You have a professional network. This is some tips on networking for college students and graduates in 2024. Even if you are not watching this in 2024, it's perfectly fine. Still going to make sense to you. This is kind of long, so I'm not going to scroll through the whole article. Excuse me. But this is the all kinds of information here that will maybe help you feel a little bit more confident. Again, don't worry about maybe I seem kind of silly in front of somebody. It's fine. When we're getting to know people, it's always a little weird and awkward. It's maybe best not to open a conversation with, "Hello, I am Mary. I am trying to build my professional network. What is your name?" That feels weird. Doesn't it feel weird? Even just as I said it, yeah, it felt weird to me. You're just getting to know people. You're getting to know people. You're letting people know you. And again, I think I'm sorry, I've already said this. You don't need to be very best friends for the rest of your lives. Know them. Just get to know them. Know their names. They know your names. Ta-da. They talk about this in this article from Forbes. Networking is often really contrived. You can go to like networking events, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but how are you going to connect with other people? You're going to help them with things over the next 10, 20 years. They're going to help you with things over the next 20, 10, 20 years. You're going to keep adding people. You'll drop some people off. Honestly, I would say of my last 5 jobs that I've had, at least 3 of them I know I got because I knew somebody. I don't know, I met people at conferences and we kind of hit it off. We sent some emails. And, when I was looking for a job, they suggested a job. Cool. I mean, that's great. When you are a young person, it is nice to say, "Hey, look, I'm new at this. Sorry, I'm brand new to the world of welding. I'm brand new to the world of accounting or whatever your world is." It's fine. Um, it is later, people do expect you to kind of know what you're doing, but ask for advice. Everybody likes to give advice. I mean, you already know this, but it can be nice. Maybe you're just making friends. You don't have to be thinking, "Haha, I have the diabolical plan that I will talk to you in class, and 5 years from now, I will use your connections to get myself a job." I mean, again, see how that sounds weird when I say it like that? Now, I talked to you in class, we chatted a bit. Maybe we went to lunch one day. Um, and that's cool. And, maybe 5 years from now, maybe knowing that person is going to get you a job. But maybe 5 years from now, the fact that they know you is going to get them a job. You never know. But um, make 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 friends, meet people, talk with people, go to things. There's so much happening at SCTCC. Whether you're online, whether you're in person, there are opportunities for you to connect with instructors, with staff across the buildings, with your fellow students. So do that, connect with them, talk to people, join things. And I will say, as somebody who's done a bunch of programming that has been sparsely attended, this is something that we talk about across the campus. So that people don't come to events, or people don't come to enough events. This is your opportunity. I'm going to give you that quick secret right there. If you're one of the few people who show up for events, awesome. Now, I know you. Maybe Sean knows you. Maybe Jerry knows you now. And so when you are looking for a job 6 months from now and you need people to be references for you, you and Jerry got to hang out and you had a great time, and Sean remembers you. And now they're people you put down as your professional references. They're part of your network. Sean hears about a job, he sends it to you. That's kind of the secret to it all. Again, you're not like faking your way through life. You're being maybe a little bit more expressive than maybe comes natural to you. And that's okay. Um, I haven't heard that advice, but it sounded good to me when I read it. And this guy, yeah, Nobel Prize winner, so he probably knows a lot more than I do. Not as many people have business cards anymore, but business cards are still a thing. And I will tell you, my tip about business cards is, well, I carry them when I go places, and I also carry a pen. So if I do exchange business cards with somebody, I can write on the back of it. Like I said, business cards not as important for networking anymore because now we can put notes on our phone, but it's good to write a note. Oh yeah, I met Jane when I was at the ALA conference. I met Bill when I was out someplace else. Bill suggested I get in touch with this other person. Remember, you won't remember later. You won't remember in a few months why you know this person necessarily, but they could still be part of your network. When you meet people at different kinds of events, send them an email afterwards and just say, "Hey, it's great to meet you. Thanks so much. I'm an engineering student. I'm a history student, whatever." And just that quick reminder, follow up. I think, again, this is one of those things that a lot of people don't remember to do. And I'm speaking from the perspective of not only my librarian, but I have literally hired hundreds of people in my career. I have done hundreds and hundreds of job interviews with people, and I've been in a bunch of different jobs myself. It's people don't do this. People are bad about it. So if you are one of the people who can be good at, making a few connections, making a friend, going out, having coffee, push yourself to do these things. And I'm with you. I have to be pushed, but it's valuable. I 100% promise that building some people into your professional network is going to make your professional life easier, not just in this first job, but you won't. You're unlikely to stay in this first job for the rest of your career. You will change jobs, you'll change careers, you'll change professions. All of that is fine. Keep your network going, keep building people, keep just meeting people. And honestly, I don't know, be nice. There you go. That's a big life tip. Be nice to other people. Now, in our library catalog, which is what we're looking at right now, we have, I was actually kind of surprised, a lot of material about networking for college students. So you can see in here, we've got 1,100 different results. This is an article, this is a book that you can see. You can slide over here on the left side of the page. The catalog will let you open this as the subject. You can open this up and look at the words that are in. These are all keywords that are inside of the 1,000 different items that are in kind of our pile of results there. So you could narrow this down and focus this a little bit more. I'm noticing that there is a social media. There are 71 materials in there that focus on social media. So if you're already using your social media and you're having a good time TikToking and I don't know, whatever you kids do today, and it'll be different 2 years from now anyway. If that's going to help you build your network, awesome. I, I've met a lot of interesting people online. I have friends that I've met online that I know in real life, and they have been helpful, and we have done things. I have a friend who sends me honey every year when her bees make honey, and we met online. How cool is that? It happens. So, what's our takeaway here? Networking. It's not you doing some weird special thing that's outside of your skill set. No, be nice to people, get to know people, talk to people, and then follow up with those people and just say, "Oh, hey, I'm Mary. We met a couple months ago at this conference," or "I was in your English class, and I don't know if you remember, but you mentioned going to the YMCA, and I just wanted to know if you had any hints for me on that." Something. It's everyone likes to have connections. And maybe you're the one who has to do a little bit more work to get out there and make some connections. It can be some work, but 100%, this is my guarantee. It's worth every dime you're paying me for it. But it is absolutely my guarantee that building connections, it will help you to get a job more than really almost anything else that you're going to do while you're here. I'm sorry, maybe don't tell your instructor that. What you learn in class is also important, but building a good professional network, that's going to be useful to you. All right. If you have questions, go by Lisa Moore's office in career services. She will have so many better, smarter, faster things to say to you, and come by the library and find all kinds of materials that we have here for you. All right. I will see you next time. Bye bye.